Morning, welcome all to Moelogan. So we moved the Sian family farm. So we moved here in Christmas 2018, going on to 2019. It was predominantly sheep farm then, really. It was mostly sheep, more sheep and cattle. So we quickly got rid of a lot of sheep. My passions in cattle, really. So yeah, we're up to about 150 stabiliser. We keep stabiliser cows. Up to 150 stabiliser cows now, and about 850 sheep. Sheep are mostly improved Welsh, family number Welsh now. There used to be some crossbreeds, there's still some crossbreeds here, but we're grading away from the crossbreeds to go more Welsh, really, more hardy and lamb more outside. We're about 1100 feet at the yard, and we go up to about 1500 feet, so it's pretty harsh in the winter. The growing season is quite short, really. But, so yeah, we try and make the most of grass as much as we can, really. We're involved with GrassCheck GB, so we try and measure and utilise the grass as best we can, really. All the land to finish off grass. So the cattle are mostly they all get AI, and then we mostly sell breeding stock. Really, we sell the male calves as stores, standing and sold, and that's it. The heifers and we sell some breeding bulls as well. Really, so that's I don't know if you'll see anything up the top, because we went out before and we couldn't see a thing.
Yeah, I'm Katie. I work for the stabiliser cattle company, and I look after the sales in Wales, and I do the marketing for the breed. So I work closely with Llion and Sian here, who are what we call multipliers, which means they produce our seed stock across the UK. We've got 110 multipliers, and they do a lot of data recording for us, which feeds into our EBVs and helps us keep improving the breed. So for those of you who don't know, stabilisers are it's a composite breed which came from the US. So it came over in 1999, and it's developed now one of the 8th biggest breeds in the UK, and we've got 12,000 fully recorded cattle. So that's where Llion and Sian come into. So they're recording data from us from day one across all the herd, not just 10 cows, they're doing the entire herd, and it means we can use that data to make the EBVs to make the right breeding decisions. So we're combining the hybrid vigour with the data collection. So in terms of data, you're doing a lot. You're doing birth weights, calving E scores, teat and udder scores. And then we get to weaning time, we do weaning weights of the cows and the calves, and body condition scores to see how the cows perform during the calf. And then at finishing time, we'll be doing yearling weights. They're also doing temperament scores, foot scores, back fat scanning, and then we've just now made our feed efficiency unit mobile, so people like Llion and Sian could have a feed efficiency unit here to test their animals as well. So Llion and Sian will sit down, look at EBVs of each cow, each bull in the AI stud, match each one to get the best performance. So since we've started breeding, it's probably one of the top herds for stabilisers in the UK now. The average stabiliser is about 650 kilos, but I'd say it depends on each farm. In different areas, people are trying to push for different things. So I'd say it's a smaller cow here in North Wales, the more kilos per hectare rather than head per hectare. So Llion and Sian here are calving outside, easy calving, pole, get up and suckle calves, they calve at 2. So it's basically just to be as productive as possible is the aim, and animals that then can go and hit the spec in the market and bring it for retailers.
Yeah, we don't want a big cow. I think our average now is about 620, somewhere around there. I think we'll bring it down to 600, 580. I think we're pushing if it goes smaller than that, really. With selling stalls and that, I think it'd be too much of an ask, really. But we're trying to get it down as much as we can to try and get them as efficient as we can, and less poaching on the fields, really, because it's mostly peat or heavy clay ground, so it's on the shoulders it's pretty challenging, really. So when they calve, we try and calve outside. We start calving at the beginning of April. So we'll keep the first calvers separate for a couple of months, or for a month, 5 weeks after calving. We've seen them, we were getting a lot of empties after that calving first time, because we were chucking them in with the cows and they were getting bullied a lot, really. So we kept them. It made a hell of a difference, really, you know, with fertility and getting the first calvers back in calf the second time. So they're all, well, when we started here, they were getting 2 cycles of AI, and we've got up now, really. We've got good, better quality bulls. We've got decent choice of top 1% bulls of the EBVs. So we've gone now to 3 weeks, and then we've pulled the bulls you passed at the bottom there. They were 2-year-old bulls. They're all for sale, so if anyone wants a bull. The fertility of them, they're pretty fertile breed. They were 14 weeks, the calving period in the beginning when we started, so we pulled that down to 9 now. Yeah, so 69% of the heifers calved in the first 6 weeks, and then 87% of the cows. We had a really good year with the cows last year. There's only 1% of them empty last year. Not as good with the heifers, really. It was really tough growing season last year. It was really slow, same for this year, really. So, but there was 18% of the heifers empty, which it is what it is, really. If they don't cope with the system, we don't keep them. So if they're empty, they're gone. So the most of the 18%, they were, we put them out as soon as possible, and then if they don't get to the weight and they don't bull in that 9 weeks, well, they don't get there. So it's a way of really, a bit of epigenetics, I suppose, getting the cow that suits here. There's a big difference in his arm, but the previous year was 5%, 6% the year before with the heifers. We were on the National Trust farm before coming here, so we started with a small herd there, so we haven't bought a bull or an animal in 7 years. So it's all done on AI, and then we breed our own bulls through that, really. So
with the farming system that you have here, Theo, could you explain how you manage the grassland and how you try and maximise the grassland for your livestock?
It's a work in progress, really. We're still trying to find the right system, really, but we're in the beginning we were all production, really, so we were putting fertiliser out as soon as we can. Not much, but we were just putting 16s, we're on 18 kilos a head to start off with, and just topping it up every 5-6 weeks. But when fertiliser went up to 600-900 £900 a tonne, we thought, well, we're going to have to find a different way now, because the sums just didn't work for us. With beef and sheep, it just didn't make sense, really. So we've been dabbling with a bit of regenerative, I don't know what you call it. So if there's any thistles or dock, we're regenerative.
They're doing a job on
Yeah, they're all doing a job. It's all compacted in there, so like we're just leaving them to do that really. But yeah, we've gone more to try and go into bigger covers. We were going into high twos, 3 covers really, but we've been trying to get a longer rest period. We were say 25 days. Yeah, so we're trying to leave it now for 30 days really, and I think the cows do better on it as well really. The ground seems to carry them better.
For many people with sucklers, heat detection for AI is the big challenge. How are you handling that?
like that.
It's a lot of time. It does take a life over for 3 weeks. It's one of the biggest reasons why we did knock it down to 3 weeks. We didn't put 2 because it was stuff going really. Because we watch them 4 or 5 times a day. I go first light really, and last, and hopefully Robin watches them in the day, so we can carry on doing something.
You're not chopping, what I mean?
There's what?
You're not chopping the tail, is there any?
Yeah, we'll chop the tails. Yeah.
We decided to stick more with the improved Welsh. We were lucky to be included in the project, in the Hill Ram project with HCC. Kilogram lamb reared per ewe to weaning. The average was 31.6, but the range between how the ewes were performing was massive. We couldn't believe it. It was between, like, the lowest was 14 kilograms and up to 62. It just shows like there's a massive variety here, so we needed to, well, we decided to just, the bottom 10% performing, we put the terminal sire, and then just, so we then keep doing that every year, just to gradually improve genetics and the performance of the ewes.
Past few years we've included planting into the preference, and they wanted to go even a bit more diverse this time round. So we're studying in a recent field here of, this is endurance to herbal, so it contains seven species in total. There's a kilo, 2.5 kilos of coxsfoot in here as well, so that's going to add deeper rooting properties into the mixture. We're going to have a different root architecture with the depth. We've also got the plantain and the chicory in here as well as some trefoil here. Docks, yes. What are you going to do with the docks? They're not in the mix because they're not in the rows. You've got a weed right from you.
Yeah, the cows will.
Yeah, cows will eat them as well. In terms of annual weeds. Yeah, but once the sheep or the cows are here, they'll break them off quite nicely. Keil said he used the H's and direct drill, but he actually lines off the coulters, so it's actually sort of more broadcasted over the run here, which I think is probably giving a better ground cover earlier as well. It's definitely been a challenging spring for reseeding this spring, given how dry it's been.
Technology leads to a thriving, expanding and efficient farm here. And I appreciate that they are building on the footsteps of their forefathers. But that we can go back centuries, and there's people who've been working this ground, and to be able to take it forward to the next generation is essential. And I think that's something that we all need to be aware of. A successful farm, as this is a cornerstone to the community, and it's a cornerstone to our communities going forward, because it is what makes us what we are and keeps us going. Non dyfforti am fod yn gyfeirydd heddi. I'm sure you agree we should have a better job than I do. So the Rig and the team for organising, with Tom and the rest of the PGS for organising this event. It's a cracking event.